Okay. Hey everyone. Uh, this is the coding live stream for the Ludum Dare Game Jam. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but this is basically where you make a video game in 48 hours. And yeah, it should be a lot of fun. Hopefully, you guys enjoy it. I will definitely enjoy making this. So, yeah, let's get started. I have no idea what the theme is or anything, so I need to find that out right now. So I need to go into Chrome and I need to go to the website, and here I should be able to figure out what the theme is. I need to sign in. Okay, so oh, these are just posts. Okay, so here's the game jam. Um, Ludum Dare. Okay. Theme. So, like, what's the theme? Is it dreams, you are the power source? Turn a non-violent genre, uh, turn a violent genre non-violent? An abandoned world? I do not understand what the theme is. Um, this is kind of awkward. Um, I I just don't understand what the actual uh theme is. Is it all of these things? I do not understand. Uh, so is it any of these? Oh, theme, keep it alive. I am legally blind. This is pretty hilarious. So the theme is keep it alive. So, um, I don't know. I don't really like this theme, to be honest. Keep it alive. Any suggestions in the chat for what the game should be about? Here, I'll get like a whiteboard, perhaps. A little whiteboard online. Okay, so the first thing that I think of is something to do with a plant. So maybe we have a flower and then you have to keep it alive by watering it. If I can draw a flower. That's my first idea, but it's a pretty horrible idea, I think. Um, yeah, I don't know. Can I delete this? Select. So that's my first thought. Keep it alive. Man, I really do not like this theme. Um, keep it alive. Hmm. So I was thinking about maybe like zombies. Zombies are very, I don't know. Maybe it's a play on like, so zombies are dead. Well, they're undead. So you have to like keep them alive. Um, keep it alive. Um, I guess I could do like something that's obviously not alive and kind of do like play on that a little bit. So I could do like, um, I don't know, a a rock. That's funny. Develop a COVID model to try to keep as many people alive as possible. Ooh, I just thought of something. I could I could literally keep it alive. So I could go I could have the word like just text on the screen. It's like it, and then people are trying to attack him. Oh, that's a bad arrow. But people are trying to attack him, and it's keeping it alive. That's a play on words. I don't know if I like that idea or not, but it's an idea. But I do like um, develop a COVID model and try to keep as many people alive through social distancing. I feel like it might be too soon. Um, man, themes are hard. Okay. Um, geez, I am not an original thinker. Keep it alive. Keep it alive. Um, I like my original idea with plants, but I feel like that's pretty unoriginal. But I like my rock idea as well. Maybe I could have a rock, and the rock is kind of like, so he's like very, he's a little cute rock, and he's got like little pitiful eyes, and it's kind of a funny, I don't know, interpretation because obviously rocks are not alive. And maybe he needs something. He needs food or something to keep him alive. And as the game progresses, his health slowly goes down. And to keep him alive, we have to like feed him stuff, or else he'll just die, and our guy will be really depressed. That's not my favorite idea, but it is honestly the only idea I have. But so your guy, it could be a 2D platformer, maybe. And the guy is like, he's like, here. And he's like, I gotta keep my little rock friend alive. I don't love that idea. Hmm. Okay, we're just gonna have to go with something here. Can't just be brainstorming forever. So I'm gonna create a new Godot project. We're going to make a new folder. Uh, Ludum Dare 46. And then, okay, so we're gonna create and edit that. Okay, so we got a suggestion here. How about keeping the game alive by doing certain tasks, and if you don't do the right thing, the game crashes. Interesting. Huh. I do like that idea. I'm really liking that the keeping the game alive idea. So like you have to do certain things and then the whole time the guy is just threatening. He's like, I'm going to crash your game. That is a very original idea. Okay. The thing is, I don't know how to develop that. Ooh, I could have. So, I could start the game off, and you are. It's just a normal game, and when you hit play, the play button will come alive, and then it'll start moving around, and it'll be a 2D platformer, and you'll start receiving instructions from the you'll start receiving instructions from the game, and the whole game will be like text based. It'll be made out of text, and I think, yeah, you'll just have to do certain tasks. Like maybe he'll be like jump once, and you have to jump once, and if you don't do that before the time is up, he'll be like, I'm going to crash your game. So yeah, let's do that. So I should get basic 2D movement. So let's make a new scene and make it our main node. And in this scene, we are going to have, uh, let's make a new folder called source. And new folder, let's make an assets folder, that's important. And then have scripts, and in the source we'll put a scripts folder, and also the assets. So everything will be in source. So okay, yeah, let's get started. So we're gonna need a player. So we're gonna make, actually let's just make a player scene. So in the Godot game engine, which by the way, this is the game engine I'm gonna be using. So in the Godot game engine, every scene can be inside of a scene. So we're basically going to make a new scene, and we're going to make it the player scene. So in the player scene, we're going to have it be a rigid, what is it called? Oh, kinematic body 2D. So this will act as our player. So we're just going to call this player. And then it's saying we're getting a little warning here. And this is basically just telling us that we need a collision shape. So let's do that. So we're gonna go collision shape 2D, and this will just define how our player interacts physically with the world around him. So we're gonna make a little collision box right here, and yeah, so we have our little collider, and we're also gonna need something to render him. Let's just name that collision. So we're going to need a sprite. So let's start with a normal sprite, and we can change into an animated sprite if needed later. But for now, we can just do a little animated sprite. And so let's get started with some code here. Or we're going to need something to render for this sprite. So let's just do this guy for now, for a little temporary asset. Kyle Del Regno just asked, hey, what's the game about? So the game is going to be about basically, you're going to open the game, and it's going to be a menu. But when you hit the button, it's not going to be a normal game, because the menu items are actually going to be the level that you're in. And I'm picking up inspiration. I think it was in a different game jam. I can't give credit because I can't remember who he was, but he had a very similar concept. But to keep the game itself alive, you're gonna have to perform certain tasks, and yeah, that's basically it. So you're gonna have to perform certain tasks, or else the window will crash, and maybe you'll get a Windows error or something, because those are the classic. So yeah, that's basically what the game is about. So yeah, here we have our little player. So let's drop the player and into our source folder. We should also probably have a folder for scenes. So let's make a scenes folder, and then let's drop the player in there. So we are going to instantiate a player in here. So now we're in the main scene, and we have our little player here. So now what we probably want to think about doing is giving the player some physics. So let's add a new script, and let's call it like move.gd, or let's just call it player.gd, and let's create that. That'll open in Visual Studio Code. Let's drag this window in here. Okay, so go into player.gd. So, and basically what this script will do is act as our physics yeah, it'll define the physics inside of our player. So what we're going to do is we're going to say func physics process, and then that's going to get a delta, which will be a float. And in here, we need a velocity variable, so let's just define that up here. Velocity equals vector vector 2 dot 0, and yeah, so we have our velocity, and we want to say velocity equals move, and slide of the velocity. Or actually we want to say velocity plus actually for now let's just do get direction. So we're going to make a function called get direction, and in this function we're basically going to we're going to return a vector2, which is going to be what the velocity is. So we're going to return a vector2 with the get action strength of right minus get action strength of left. I think we can just say 0. So what this is basically saying is we're returning this this value, and it's going to tell our player what to do. But the thing is, we haven't defined the correct sorry, I completely lost my train of thought. But basically, we haven't defined in the Godot game engine what those inputs are going to look like. So we haven't told Godot, so we have to go into project settings, and in here we can say in our input map we can say right and left, and then we can add keys to this. So we want to add D is right and A is left, and yeah, so we got that. And then let's make a jump button, and then that'll be W. So now we have all our inputs defined, or for now at least. So in theory this code should work, but sometimes things just don't work out like that. We have a error here. Vector2 I think we can just say vector2. Oh my gosh, that was weird. That just happened. So I guess we can just say that. Why are you freaking out? Oh, we have to say let or var. Yes, var. My bad. What is our error here? Two element structure that can be represented. It has to be input. Sorry, it's input.getActionStrength. And we're also going to need an export variable. And let's call this speed, and it's going to be a float. So back in our editor, we should see a speed variable. Let's just give it 10. Oh, and I also need to multiply this by speed and by delta. So multiplying this by delta will ensure that that it will have a constant speed no matter what the frame rate is. So let's go ahead and save this, and then if we go into here and we save this into main.scene, or into scenes in our source directory, we can play it. And it does not work. So I think the problem is our speed is just way too low right now to even visually see. So let's make that much bigger. And I think this will fix it. Yes, we have our player moving up there. It's kind of hard to see. So maybe we should blow the player up a little bit. Can we? Okay, we can't do that. Let's at least move the player so it's kind of centered in the screen a little bit right there. But yeah, so we have, okay, that's really annoying. Why does the window start down there? So yeah, we have the player and he's moving around. And now what do we need? We need some physics, because so far this guy, all he can do is move left and right. He can't jump. He's pretty stupid, let's be honest. So yeah, let's give him some physics. So how we do that is we have to define a gravity variable. So let's make that an export variable so we can see it in the editor. And let's call that gravity. And we can honestly just say velocity equals get direction times speed times delta. So this will define our velocity, but then we want to say velocity plus equals our gravity. So our gravity, or we want to say velocity dot y plus equals our gravity, and then in here we want to call velocity. So in our player we need to define a gravity. So let's just say 10 right now. I don't know what's a good gravity. So look, he is slowly falling down the screen. So that's progress. Okay, so I'm thinking about what should the player actually be, but we'll think about that later. So we need some objects for the player to actually interact with. And while we're at it, let's just make the gravity a lot stronger as well. Let's make that the same as the speed. Honestly, doesn't matter. But any hoodles, we want to put some more objects in this scene. So, that should be in the scripts. My bad. So in our scenes, let's make a new scene, and let's just call it platform. So platform will be a static body. A static body 2D. So what a static body does is you can't move them. So they're just static. They're in space, but they still interact with the physics engine. So we'll still be able to use hitboxes on them. So let's do that. Let's give him a collision shape so that he can actually collide with the player. So let's define that collision shape. And we're just going to make it a rectangle. And let's make that a little wider. And then let's give it a sprite. Or we probably want to make it an animated sprite. We can do that in the future. So let's just use this temporary asset. And let's just kind of squish him down so that he's in here. So now that we have this platform, oh, and let's also give him, let's modulate the thing so he's just a little red, so we can differentiate. So let's let's put this platform, let's put it in here. Oh, and let's rename this just to platform. Very nice, very nice. So that's annoying. Let's let's just rename this to platform. So now we have a platform, and it's just it's a chunky Godot robot. Okay, cool. So now we can interact with this thing, and then once we'll probably go zooming off the screen. Yep. So that works well. So now we have to think a little bit about jumping. So jumping is pretty difficult in games. It's pretty difficult to implement. And let's also give him a little more speed, because let's be honest, he's pretty slow right now. So yeah, so when he's moving around, now he feels much faster, which is good. Very nice, very nice. So now we have him moving around on screen. So what we have to think about now is jumping. So there's not a great way to implement jumping, but let's just make an export var called jump force, and let's make that a float. And we want to say, or we want to do this. We want to do this in get direction, realistically. So instead of passing 0 here, we should just say oh, this is going to get multiplied by speed. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. We want to say get, or is action just pressed, input dot is action just pressed, and we want to say jump. So now once we have this, in theory it should work, and it does not, unsurprisingly, because things never work on the first try. Even this jump force variable isn't getting exported. Oh, you know what? I moved the script. So now player.gd, I see. So we need to remove that. And we want to say player.gd. And now if we do export var, so if somebody doesn't understand, basically what happened was I deleted the file, but then in my editor I forgot about it, and then it just made a mess of things. But it's fine. We're fine. We're doing fine. Okay. So we want to make a jump force, and we want to set that. I keep on putting a J at the end of float because apparently that's a thing. Anyway, so we want to say input.isAction just pressed, and we want to say jump, and now this should work. And yet it does not. And you lovely viewer at home might be thinking, well, Thomas, are you crazy? And to that I would answer yes, because I did not multiply the jump force, but I did that because I'm already multiplying speed right here, and it just gets a little messy, but for now we're in a game jam, so we're just chugging along anyway, so let's make some rash decisions. Ooh, it's a Boolean. Dang it. Why does it have to be a Boolean? You silly, silly boy. So what's happening here is that Godot doesn't realize that. Well, let's do something really stupid. Let's just say var jump equals 0, and if input dot is action just press jump, then we want to say jump equals 1. So this will basically just allow us to put the jump right here, and that should fix all our problems. Now we should be able to jump to our heart's consent. Consent? That's not how that works. Okay. I have an idea. Let's just make speed. This is not a very good way to do it. Anyway, let's make speed a vector 2, and then get rid of jump force. Yeah, again, not a great way to do this. I do not advise doing it like this, but let's just give him insane jumping abilities. This dude is Michael Jordan. Watch this. What the heck? It is not even inputting anything. Oh, I know why. Okay. Oh, there we go. Okay. Now he should be Michael Jordan on the court. Huh. Man. Oh. You know what? That should be negative. And also this was bigger last time. Because since we're jumping, we're going in the negative y direction. This should fix everything. Oh yeah, look at that boy. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, this feels a bit unrealistic, to which I would answer, indeed it does. But, I feel like we could fix that by just toning that down a little bit. And maybe it'll feel a little better. Oh, I didn't. I need it to be negative. Huh. Does it have to be bigger for it to work? Oh, wow. That is a quick jump. I'm actually going to pull up another project to see what the code was. What the code was for that, because I had a pretty good player controller for like the physics felt good. So how did I do this? So what we were doing is we had a velocity up here. Then in physics process, we got the x input. And then we did some math because math is fun. Oh, so we had some fancy stuff like acceleration, so like the longer you held it down. But who wants to deal with that crap? Oh, and then we added gravity times delta. Okay. Then we just pass velocity here. Yeah, and then we did some more math. But in theory, we just have to do this. Okay. So, on that note, we will open our game. Ludum Dare. Oh, I forgot to put this in my developer directory, but that is fine. So to fix our dilemma right here, in get direction, we do not want to do this. Let's just put 0 here. We good. Okay. And then we're going to say velocity equals get direction. And then we want to say that times delta. Then we want to say velocity if input dot is key just pressed, or is action just pressed, jump. We want to get that, and then we want to say velocity dot y equals negative jump force. So we actually are going to want a jump force variable. So let's put that up here. Export var. And then we're going to make this a float as well. We want to multiply that by delta. We want to multiply this by delta to make sure everything's multiplied by delta, because that's important. And let's also define the up direction, vector2.up. So what this basically does is it will allow us to do floor checks. So, because in games you want to know when you are touching the floor, that is quite important, because you don't want to be jumping when you're on just midair. So this will allow for that, essentially. Yeah. So I think this will be good. Now in the Godot editor, we just have to refresh it a little bit, and we should be good. So the speed, I believe, was that, and then let's just make the jump force that, and then it doesn't work. Okay. If input velocity.y, I think the jump force might not be big enough. Oh yeah, because gravity is way too strong compared to the jump force. So let's make the jump force a little bigger. Not the best system in the world. The thing is, how in the last project, how was I able to continue the velocity upwards? Okay. So right now I'm just looking for how in the last game I was able to how I was able to continue. So was the jump force just much bigger? Oh, I see what the problem is. So before everything, we're resetting our velocity to 0 right here. So we really don't want this function at all. It's a bad function. Bad function. Not nice. So a better way to do this is to just delete this and then say um, velocity.x plus equals input dot um, input dot get action strength of right minus input dot get action strength of left, and then we have to multiply that by delta and also speed, and then yeah, so in theory this should work better. I'm spending way too much time getting these physics to work. Okay, oh my word, that was crazy. Just flew off the screen. But at least jumping is okay. So let's tone down the speed a little bit. Let's go like 100. Just like evaluate the situation. Oh. So what's happening is uh I am keeping that velocity and uh I'm not I'm not changing it or dampening it over time. So Mr. Gamers just said, I'm getting started in Lua. I made a couple things in Scratch too. So can you check this out? Scratch.mit.edu without the spaces. Alright, let's see what this is about. Here. Okay, so right now I'm loading up that Scratch project to check it out. Okay, so let's so I have it right here. All right. Ooh. All right. So I can I like the character. He feels very smooth. Can I affect stuff? Oh, I can change the level. Interesting. All right. So um ooh, what does this do? Oh, music volume. I'm not able to move. Oh, there we go. So I'm going to continue on. Oh no, I fell. Oh, rip. That's very cool, gamers. Yeah, that is very cool. Keep up the good work. I did not know, I'm going to be honest, I didn't know Scratch was this good. Like, it's running very smoothly. And yeah, keep up the good work. I'm glad you're having fun with this project. And I think if you keep it up, you could be a great game developer someday. So yeah, keep up the good work, but I'm gonna have to continue on with my project. Oh, try changing the language to Russian. Wait, how do I? Okay, can I do that? It changes the game stuff too. So do I like? Oh, I can go full screen. This will help a little bit. Wait. Okay. Wait. We're just gonna restart and try to change the language to Russian. Um. I can't seem to. Oh, press G. Oh. Okay. Bottom of the page. Translate. Russian. Uh. Um. Which one is it? I don't know which one is Russian. Am I just am I just being stupid? Portuguese. Um, is it? See, I don't want to click it, and then it will make everything. I don't want to click the wrong one. Is it? Um, I'm gonna need some help here. Uh, oh, okay. Thank you. There we go. It's Russian and Russian. Nice. I like that. Okay. So gamers, like, do you speak Russian? Because that's pretty cool. By the way, guys, since I'm not responding to your things immediately because my stream is on a delay. So if you guys think I'm just being stupid, I'm just waiting for your response that's very delayed. So have mercy on my soul. Okay. I do not understand this language. Okay. But yeah, anyway, yeah, I should probably get back to my own game. But yeah, then thank you again, gamers. That's very cool. I really like that. The controls feel very smooth. So yeah, let's get back onto the Godot game. So in here, uh, our controls are very slidey, but we got jumping working well. So I think what I'm gonna do is at every frame, um, instead of just saying plus equals, I can just say equals. Oh, sorry, I just saw your message, and I'm sorry, but I'm done with the Scratch game. But thank you again. Um, but yeah, we're just gonna set that equal to that, so then it won't slide around as much. Um, oh, it's being very slow. So let's change the player speed. Um, okay. Huh. I can only move. I can only move right. I mean, I can only move left. This is strange. I do not understand. I can only move left. Oh yeah, and I can just fly around. Um. Uh. Anyone got any suggestions on how to fix this? This is strange. Maybe we should say print velocity.x. Um. Oh, you know what? We have to wrap this. So, order of operations. Hopefully you paid attention in math class because it's come back to haunt you. So we're gonna have to put brackets around this. Sorry, to tell it that we want to subtract this first and then multiply. So basic math error, and this should work, and then I'm done working on the physics. I can't work on them any longer because I'm basically wasting time on it now. So, what do we need to do? So, we need some sort of system of commands to say like, you need to jump or you will crash the game or whatever. So we need some sort of objective system to lead the user to do certain things. So I don't know. Oh, okay. I shouldn't do this, but I'm gonna do it. I said that I wasn't gonna do any more physics stuff, but I have to do this. I just have to. I think I can say is on floor, and if we're not on the floor, then we want to jump. So now we can't fly away. And of course, there's no ground check. Oh, well, yeah. Actually, we want to say if we are on the floor. So, okay. Now we should jump, but not be able to go super high. We're just gonna increase the speed. Let's say that much speed because arbitrary numbers are fun. Yes. Okay. So now we have player movement. Now what? Now, my friends, we are going to actually implement some gameplay. So I've spent all my time so far working on this silly player controller, but the game will have so much more and it will be quite beautiful. But I'm kind of blanking on creativity as far as what levels will look like and how that will work. Um, so uh, we need some sort of objective system, and I don't know what things to make objectives. Like, should I make um like jumping an objective, or like does anyone have any suggestions on like creative ways to complete an objective in the like the theme of a computer setting? Maybe like close this window and you jump on. Yeah, I like that idea. I'm gonna run with that. So let's make a a window uh, a window scene. So if you guys aren't understanding what I'm saying, which is perfectly fine because I don't understand what I'm saying half the time. Let's take a look at this. So let's go to our trusty whiteboard. Um, so what I'm thinking is we're gonna have a window, right? Okay, shut up, go away. So we're gonna have this window. If I can draw to save my life. Oh gosh, that was bad. And then in the corner, we're gonna have this X. And then um, we're gonna have this X. And what this X will be, we're gonna like hop along here, right? We're gonna go along, and then we're gonna jump on the button, and it will close the window, and then we'll go. And maybe this will be like virus injecting in 3, 2, 1. And then when that time's up, the computer will crash, and it's like you have been hacked, or the virus has been put in. Factastic says at the end you can make crashing the game the objective. Um, but the game won't crash if when you don't do anything. I like that idea, but the only thing that is like it doesn't go along with the theme quite as well. Like, um, you could, because the theme is keep it alive, and I think the objective should be keep the computer screen alive for as long as possible. And um, yeah, so I think for now I'll just have these spawning ads, or not really ads, but just windows, and they'll have like viruses on them. And maybe you'll just jump around and you'll have to close them. So, how am I going to do this? That is a great question. How indeed. So, I could make, let's make a, okay, so did we make a scene yet? No, okay. Let's make a new scene. Let's call it window. And in the scene, we're going to have a static body, another static body 2D. So in the static body, we're going to need a collider, obviously. So let's add some collision to that. Oh, wrong node. So collision shape 2D. So this collision shape will be a rectangle. And so, okay. So our window, let's just make it that big, because why the heck not? And this window is going to need an animated sprite, because I have an idea for this. frame change. So we have this frame changed function, and I think what we can say is when the frame changes, or in fact when the animation finishes, we are going to end the game. Or no, yeah, we're gonna end the game. So, and we're gonna have a little countdown saying like virus being injected in 3, 2, 1. Um, so yeah, that'll be an animated sprite. So we're gonna make some new sprite frames, and I should probably do some temporary art for this. Whip up some real quick art. So let's go to um, actually let's open Krita. I don't love using Krita. Actually, no, we're gonna. The thing is, I need to use things that I don't like as much because time wise. So yeah, let's just use Krita. So in Krita, we're gonna make a new file, and we're gonna make this 1280 by 720, and yeah, so we're gonna save this as window.png. We're gonna create this. So we have this, right? And what we're going to do is we're going to fill this background with a rectangle. Or can we make this rectangle filled, please? Oh wait, we can just do the fill option. Oh, that's ugly. Okay. So we're going to make it white. And we are going to make a line right here. And it is going to be relatively straight. I don't know how straight that line is. We're going to make it gray. And it's going to go like this. And then it's going to be as straight as I can get it. Whoa, that's weird. Why did it cut off there? You know what? We're just going to scratch. We're going to scrap this. And we're not going to use Krita because I don't like Krita. And I don't know why I wanted to use it in the first place. We're going to use a sprite. So, I mean, I love pixel art. Let's be honest. I'm a sucker for some good pixel art. So, we're gonna make this. What's 1280? What's the ratio of 1280 over 720? Because I want to know. Okay, it's 16 to 9. So we want to make this like. Let's make it. So 16. That's 32 by 18. This is gonna be tiny though. That's okay. Tiny will do for now. So we're gonna fill that in. And then we're gonna draw this line. We're gonna fill that with that, and then for now, let's give it this red color. And then this will be our little X. So this is how we quit out of the program. Ooh, that's not gonna look good. Okay, let's do that, and then give it a little more of that, and oopsie, we're gonna do a little bit of that. It looks a little wonky, and we're not gonna have enough letter space. I could try. Maybe I just have a little countdown in the middle, and it's like 3. That looks horrible. I feel like we need to make this a little bigger to get a little, maybe I can have like in the top say like virus.exe, just, well, I bet I could fit that. If I really try, I could fit this. How do I make an S only that tall? 'Tis impossible. I guess that works. Virus.exe. It's not gonna work. We're going to need a bigger boat. Can I go like canvas size, please? So maybe we just go 64 by, what's 18 times 2? Oh gosh, 36. And then we're just gonna blow this up. Just blow this bad boy up. We're gonna move him right there. Okay. So now we have a little more space to work with. Well, these boys are really thick boys, aren't they? So we're going to just gonna get rid of all this text. And we're gonna redo it. And maybe make this this window a little less obnoxiously large. So we're gonna grab this color. Then we're gonna make our little X. Okay, so we made our little X up there. So now we want to put up here our little virus.exe. Okay. Oh gosh. Why are S's so hard? Ah, curse you S's. Why are S's so difficult? Like, they could have been so much easier. But then they were just like, nope, let's be the most difficult letter to do in pixel art because that's a good idea. Um, I guess we could go like this. Oh, that looks horrible. You know what? We're gonna make this bigger. Oh gosh. This is quite annoying. Okay, so we're gonna fill that. Now we're just gonna make this bigger. We're gonna do it this time, I promise you. Okay, we're gonna successfully draw the word virus.exe. This will be a pivotal moment in my life. If I can pull this off, it'll be the slickest thing I've ever done. Okay, it's virus dot. Now we make the E. Virus.e X. Okay, these letters aren't turning out as horrible as I figured. Okay, virus.exe. I like that. Okay. I like that. I like that. Okay, okay. I feel you. I feel you. Okay. So we're gonna want like a countdown in here. Like your computer is gonna die in 3, 2, 1, and then boom, your computer died, and then I'll have like a little Windows crash screen, you know? I like I like this idea, Factastic Fox. Thank you. So we're gonna go. Why? Why, bro? That looks bad. Um, I guess that kind of looks like a V. Maybe we should give it some a little bit of that action to make it look a little better. So I forgot to ask, how's the quarantine going, everybody? Because the quarantine life is it's a different life. Let's be honest here. It is not for the faint of heart. So, I think what we're gonna do right here is just say virus in 3, 2, 1, and then it'll be like, oh no, the virus. And it'll be like, oh yeah, the virus. You know what I mean? Okay. So virus. And here comes the cursed letter of S. Nobody liked S. Like when you were a kid, did you seriously think did anyone ever? No one was ever like, okay, S is the best letter. Because it's not. Because S is stupid. S doesn't we don't even need S. Like te, I need a statistic. Like how many times do we use S a day? I'm sure it's like 2 times at most, okay? We don't even need the letter. It's so stupid. Okay. Um Virus in. Then we can just um move this over a little bit. Oh gosh, that made that mess up a little bit. It's okay, it's okay. Me and the boys are still chilling. It's good. Okay. Oh yeah, I wanted to get some music on the stream, but I uh I can't find like good copyright free like royalty free music. So if anyone knows of any artists or anything like that, give a brother a shout. But yeah, so let's have it be like start from I don't know some arbitrary number. Oh gosh, that did not mean for that to happen. Let's just say it starts from 5. The thing is, this 5 is going to look like an S because S's are stupid. Okay. Virus in 5. Ooh, I should do some voiceovers. Okay, I should be like, initiating virus in 5, 4, and then everyone will be like, oh no, the virus. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna want to make a new frame. If I can remember how to make that. Can I make new frame? There we go. Now on frame 2, we obviously want this to be 4. Well, we probably shouldn't have done that. We want to make this a 4. So how are we going to do that? I don't know. We're going to try though. Okay, so let's just make it. You should have a box around the number. All right, I see you, I see you. Okay, so the 4 is just going to look like this. Simple, but conveys the idea of a 4. Quite nicely, I would think. So you should have a box around the number. So do you just mean like that kind of box? Well, we should probably make sure it's that color, right? Oh yeah, I like that. Looks good. Okay. Okay. So we're gonna surround. Oh, we're gonna go in brush mode. We're gonna surround this sucker in a box. Yeah, I think that looks better. Yeah. Do you think it should be black or is it fine not like that? Okay, I think it looks fine, but if you lovely viewers have any suggestions, guess we're gonna make a new frame. And you guessed it, we're gonna make this one the letter 3. We're gonna select this, and then we're gonna select white, and then we're gonna fill it with white. Okay, that looks like a good 3 to me. Okay. Sorry, my brain just like zoned out for a second. That was weird. So, you might be wondering, why are you spending so much time on art? And I don't have a good answer to that. Sometimes, you just gotta roll with the punches. Know what I mean? Okay. So, by the way, when it gets like into the late night, I basically just go insane. So, yeah, that's what's happening right now. So, hope you're enjoying it. Okay, so we have 2, and then we're gonna have 1, and then we're gonna have some like skull appear on the screen or something crazy like that. Okay, we're gonna make a new frame. So, okay, so we're gonna need a 1. Ones are pretty simple. Right. It used to be thicker, but like, that looks weird. Ooh, it's off center and it's making me triggered. But if I make it like that, it's like really thick. Thick boy better than thin boy, I guess. Okay. 1, and then we're gonna have a new frame where it's just complete blackness. Right? Okay. Then we're gonna have like a green skull or something. And maybe we're gonna have some digital mess in the background, you know? You know what I mean. It's like when uh the it's like when movies try to make code look like code, but they actually don't know what code is because they're Hollywood people. It's like that. And then they're like, they don't have any idea what's going on. And then everyone's like, oh, that must be what coding is like. They just look at a black screen with green lines on it. And for the most part, they're not wrong, but they are. Okay. Oh gosh, that looks horribly uneven. And it's making me mad. Okay. I'm just gonna get this side because it looks mighty fine. I do declare. Okay, then we're gonna flip this. How do you flip it? Can I flip ya? Mind if I flip ya? If I just do that, and I do that, then it is flipping. Okay, lazy but effective. That is my motto in life. Lazy but effective. Okay, so we're gonna have a skull. What does a skull look like? Well, I don't know. I haven't seen many in my day, but maybe you have. I hope you haven't. But anywho, we're gonna make a skull. Um. Oh, that's bad. Oh yeah, I like this. I like it. For some reason, it looks really derpy. Like the derpiest skull I've ever seen. Then I'm gonna have like a darker green. Ooh, that does not look good. Let's get a darker green here. Um, and let's just do. Let's make him like a crossbones, you know. Okay, so he's a little skull, and he's got like little crossbones. Wow, this skull looks horrid. Like it looks like the worst skull. Like if you gave a fifth grader, no, if you gave a a first grader, uh, if you gave a kindergartner a piece of paper and said, "Draw me a skull," they would have drawn a better skull. I guarantee it. But I guess this is just how it's gonna be. So let's make our little horde skull, shall we? Whoa, what the heck is happening? That was very strange. I do not know what happened there. I apologize. Ooh, he's looking spookier by the second. Let's add some depth to these a little bit. I think this will make it look nice. Yeah. It'll just add that little extra depth to it. Even though it's small, noticeable. Okay. But, um, yeah, it'll be fine. And then we should have um, a big thing come in and be like, "We're sorry," you know, the classic Windows thing. But how will we achieve this? Let's save this as window.asprite. So we have made our window tile set. Or excuse me, not tile set. We've made our little window thingy. Now what should the player look like? Any suggestions on player design? Because I cannot think of any. We could make him a cursor. Um, he could be He could be a folder. I don't like that. He could be a What are some other like computer related? I don't know. Characters isn't the right word, but you know, like what would make a good what would make a good character? A cursor is the only thing I can think of. Is just having like the classic um, cursor jumping around. That would be pretty cool, I think. Because then it's as if you're um, clicking, you're actually clicking things. Um, uh, in the meantime, let's make a new file and make it 1280 by 720. That might be way too big. But we're just gonna basically fill this with a blue color. Okay. Um, let's look for some blue colors. Blue colors. Blue, green out. Okay. Blue. Blue. What is blue? Blue. How I want to be one day, blue. That's very purpley. Did I have just a normal blue color? I'm looking up the Windows crash screen. And I'm gonna color, okay. I feel like this is pretty close to it. Let's grab that. Let's slap him into a sprite. Then let's color fill that. And then we're gonna have our little oh, it's so big that it's like hard to see. So let's get rid of that. And let's make it, I don't know, 32 by, so we get 64 by 18 or 64 by 36. You could have a slightly bigger. Um, let's do 16 times 6. So we could have 96 by 54. What I'm doing here is I'm making a canvas with the size of like the same aspect ratio as the window, just for nicety's sake, I guess. So we're gonna have the little frowny face, so sad. Aww. Wait. Okay, there we go. Wait, no, it needs to be sad. Which way is it facing? Oh man, he's happy. I don't want him to be happy. We want to go like this. We want to go with, yes, this is amazing. Oh, this is perfect. And then maybe we'll just have like a try again button or something like, we're sorry, try again, perhaps. And then let's just do some like lines as if there was text here. Know what I mean? I know what you mean. Okay. Well, I feel like that turned out pretty well. So we got the classic Windows crash screen error thingamajig. Um, yeah, I feel like um, that's a good stopping point. Um, okay, let's just call that. Yeah, so I feel like that's a good stopping point for today. Um, but thanks for tuning in, guys. It's been a good stream, and yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll be coming back tomorrow, hopefully. I don't know, maybe afternoon time. I probably will have worked on it a little bit more since then, but um, yeah, hopefully, hopefully I'll see you then. So, peace.